It impacts how you sleep, how you connect with your partner, and how you feel throughout the day. And the frustrating part, most men are told it's just a normal part of aging, but what if it doesn't have to be? Today we're flipping that story. You're about to discover a natural, easy-to-follow approach that could change everything. Starting with a fruit you've probably eaten before, but never knew could help this much. This small tart berry has been used for centuries to reduce inflammation, boost circulation, and ease urinary discomfort. And when used the right way, it can help improve symptoms in under 24 hours. At Healthy Hues Wellness, we've worked with thousands of men-retired servicemen, former executives, teachers, truck drivers, and grandfathers who all came to us with the same question: how do I get my energy and strength back without synthetic pills or invasive procedures? That's where Dr. Thalo Marcos comes in. With over 2 decades of experience in men's health, he's helped hundreds of men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s find real relief. Not quick fixes, not 30-day prescriptions, real answers grounded in nature and backed by science. And one of the most powerful tools he shares with patients: cranberries. Yes, cranberries. You've seen them at holiday dinners. You've probably heard they help with women's urinary health. But here's what the commercials don't say. Cranberries may be one of the most effective natural supports for the male prostate. Over half of men over 60 experience BPH. And if you're one of them, you already know the signs: frequent urges to urinate, especially at night, a weak stream, that frustrating feeling that you can never fully empty your bladder. It wears you down. But cranberries may help change that. Inside these little berries are powerful bioactive nutrients called proanthocyanidins, specifically type A packs. These compounds don't just support the bladder, they actively block the inflammation pathways that cause swelling in the prostate. In one clinical study, men who took a cranberry extract daily reduced their prostate inflammation markers by up to 30%. Their urine flow improved. That constant sense of urgency decreased. They felt more in control. Another study measured results using the IPSS score, a standard scale for BPH symptoms. The men showed a 25% improvement, and those numbers translate to real change. Dr. Marcos saw it firsthand. One of his patients, a 67-year-old man, hadn't slept through the night in over a year. He was waking up 5-6 times a night just to use the bathroom. He figured it was just part of life now. But they made one simple change. Every day he drank 8 ounces of unsweetened cranberry juice. That's it. Within 6 weeks, he was waking only once per night. His urine stream was stronger, he felt more rested, his mood lifted, and his confidence came back. Stories like his aren't rare. Many men who start adding cranberries into their routine don't see miracles overnight, but they do see steady, consistent improvements. Less discomfort, more energy, better sleep, and the benefits go beyond the prostate. Cranberries also support your heart by helping blood vessels expand and relax, reducing stress on your cardiovascular system. They're loaded with antioxidants that protect your cells from damage, slowing down the aging process and even helping keep your mind sharper as you get older. Plus, their high flavonoid content strengthens your immune system, and when your immunity is strong, everything else works better too. The best part? They're easy to add into your routine. Start simple. Try half a cup of fresh cranberries a day, or if that's not practical, go with 8 ounces of pure, unsweetened cranberry juice. Just avoid anything with added sugar, it cancels out the benefits. That small daily habit can start moving the needle: better sleep, fewer bathroom trips, more control, and maybe the most important thing, you start feeling like yourself again. This isn't about taking back your health through drastic changes or expensive treatments. It's about making smarter, natural choices that build up over time. It's about knowing there are real options and you're not stuck. For thousands of men, that shift started with cranberries. Yours can too. Cranberries support more than just your urinary health. Their high flavonoid content plays a powerful role in boosting your immune system, and when your immune system functions better, everything else tends to follow. Energy, recovery, sleep, and even mood. Your whole system operates more smoothly when your defenses are strong. The beauty of cranberries is in their simplicity. They're natural, gentle on the body, and easy to incorporate. No need to overhaul your entire diet. Start small. Half a cup of fresh cranberries a day or an 8-ounce glass of pure unsweetened cranberry juice. Skip the sugary versions, those do more harm than good. Just a few berries a day can shift the tide for many men. That's the kind of change that brings deeper sleep, stronger flow, and a sense of control many haven't felt in years. Now let's move on to another fruit, one that doesn't just support the prostate, but may also play a vital role in hormone balance. Red grapes. Sweet, simple, and often ignored red grapes are packed with a compound that may naturally support testosterone and longevity. One patient stands out. He was 67, retired and struggling, low energy, no drive. His motivation was slipping and he was beginning to worry about his prostate. During a routine visit, he mentioned he had a grapevine in his backyard. I told him to start eating a handful of red grapes every day. 6 weeks later, he came back to the clinic different. He looked rested. He was smiling again. He said, "I've got my drive back." And he meant it. His sleep had improved, his energy returned, and he felt like himself again. The secret lies in a compound called resveratrol. Found in red grape skins, resveratrol is deeply linked to male health. It helps reduce excess estrogen and supports healthy testosterone levels. It also activates a protein called SIRT1, which plays a role in cellular repair and reducing inflammation, especially in the prostate. Resveratrol also strengthens the lining of blood vessels, improving circulation throughout the body. That means better brain health, improved sexual function, and more stable energy levels. Red grapes also contain antioxidants that protect brain cells and may slow cognitive decline. Plus, they help regulate blood sugar by improving insulin sensitivity, a big win for men who want to stay sharp and steady. Adding red grapes to your day is easy. Eat them whole, 1 to 2 cups per day, or drink pure unsweetened red grape juice. High-quality supplements are also an option, but whole foods offer the most natural benefit. The key is consistency and keeping it clean. No added sugars, no shortcuts. And there's another fruit, one you've probably heard of your entire life. It's been called nature's medicine, and for good reason. It fights inflammation, supports the prostate, and restores vitality. The apple. We've all heard the saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." It sounds like an old cliche. But science is finally catching up with tradition, and it turns out that simple wisdom still holds up. Apples are one of the most underappreciated fruits when it comes to men's health, especially prostate health. Beyond the folklore, apples represent strength, endurance, and quiet wisdom, just like the men who eat them. In a world flooded with extreme diets and overpriced supplements, apples are a reminder that the best solutions are often the simplest. Inside every apple is a flavonoid called quercetin. It helps reduce inflammation inside the prostate and may slow the progression of BPH. That means less swelling, less pressure, and less disruption in your daily life. One patient named Mark was 64 years old. He came in exhausted, frustrated, and completely fed up with waking multiple times a night to use the bathroom. He had tried pills, powders, and routines that went nowhere. I asked him to do one thing: eat 2 apples a day, 1 in the morning, 1 after dinner. 8 weeks later, he returned looking like a new man. His voice was lighter. He was sleeping better. Bathroom trips were down. His energy was back. And so was his confidence. He said he didn't even realize how much this issue was weighing him down until it stopped. How do apples make this kind of impact? Quercetin helps relieve the internal pressure caused by a swollen prostate. It calms the inflammation from the inside out. Apples also defend your cells against oxidative stress. That's the gradual damage that builds over time and leads to more serious issues if left unchecked. The fiber in apples supports hormonal balance, and when your hormones are in check, your prostate tends to stay calm. Apples also aid heart health, help regulate blood sugar, support digestion, and assist the liver in clearing toxins from your body. The routine is simple. Eat 1 to 2 medium apples per day. Keep the skin on. That's where most of the quercetin lives. Organic is best when available, but the most important thing is consistency. This isn't about quick fixes. It's about giving your body the right building blocks every single day. Apples are affordable, accessible, and powerful. Sometimes the simplest habits bring the biggest results. This isn't just about eating a fruit, it's about reclaiming your comfort, your rest, your strength one natural step at a time. Keep the skin on your apples. That's where most of the quercetin lives. When possible, choose organic, but above all, be consistent. Because real change doesn't always come from big dramatic efforts. Sometimes it's the simple things done daily that bring the most powerful results. A single apple each day isn't just a snack. It can be the beginning of stability, comfort, and healing. Let's move on to something that was misunderstood for years: fat. For decades, men were told to fear it. They threw out the egg yolks, avoided butter, and left avocados behind. But science has changed, and with it, the way we understand what healthy fat really means. Fat isn't the enemy. In fact, certain fats are some of your best allies, especially when it comes to hormone balance, prostate health, and long-term vitality. Avocados are a perfect example. They're packed with nutrients that support testosterone production, protect the prostate, and help restore strength from the inside out. While processed foods stir up inflammation and throw your system out of sync, avocados do the opposite. They calm the endocrine system, support natural rhythms, and nourish the body at a deep level. One of the key nutrients in avocados is a plant compound called beta-sitosterol. It has been studied for its role in easing prostate symptoms. Men who eat it regularly report better urine flow and fewer bathroom trips. It works by targeting inflammation at the root, allowing the body to rebalance naturally. Take Carl, for example. At 69, he felt drained. He was waking up multiple times each night, and the fatigue lingered into the day. His energy was low. He felt mentally scattered. I suggested something simple: half an avocado per day. That's it. 6 weeks later, he was sleeping through the night. The midday energy crashes were gone, and his confidence returned. Avocados are focused on male health in more ways than one. They're rich in monounsaturated fats, which are essential for healthy testosterone production. And testosterone isn't just about sex drive. It affects strength, metabolism, mood, and mental clarity. When levels drop, everything feels off. Restoring balance means restoring the foundation of how you feel day to day. Beyond hormones, avocados also bring potassium to support heart health, fiber to improve digestion, and nutrients that support hormone regulation. Every bite supports multiple systems. They're easy to use. Start with half to 1 avocado per day. Slice it over a salad, mash it on whole grain toast, blend it into a smoothie, or simply eat it with a spoon. Whole foods like this are powerful. They help you reclaim control of your body, not by masking symptoms, but by building real strength from within. Now let's talk about one last fruit. It's often mistaken for a vegetable, but it holds one of the most researched prostate-supporting compounds in the world: tomatoes. What gives tomatoes their red color is lycopene, a potent antioxidant that concentrates in the prostate more than almost anywhere else in the body. That's not just coincidence. Lycopene does its best work there. It helps lower inflammation markers by up to 40%. It calms swelling, stabilizes abnormal cell growth, and supports hormonal balance. These are not small effects, they're foundational. Take David, age 72. He came in with elevated PSA levels and persistent discomfort. Nights were restless, his confidence was shaken. Instead of rushing into invasive options, I recommended something simple: eat cooked tomatoes 5 times a week. 6 months later, his PSA had stabilized. He was sleeping better. The pressure and urgency eased. And he said something that stayed with me. He said, "For the first time, I felt like food actually helped." That's what tomatoes do. Lycopene reduces oxidative stress, calms inflammation, and helps your cells work the way they're meant to. Men who regularly eat tomatoes often have more stable PSA levels and report less anxiety around checkups. They feel more in control. And it doesn't stop at the prostate. Tomatoes also support cardiovascular health, circulation, and even sexual well-being. They contain vitamin C, potassium folate, and vitamin K nutrients that fight inflammation. boost immunity and repair cells. To get the most out of tomatoes, cook them. Heat unlocks lycopene's full potential, making it up to 4 times more absorbable. Tomato paste, marinara soup, stews. These are all great ways to bring tomatoes into your daily routine. Now imagine putting all of this together, 5 fruits, each one targeting a different layer of your health. Cranberries help with urinary flow and inflammation. Red grapes balance hormones and boost circulation. Apples ease pressure and protect your cells. Avocados restore testosterone and fuel your body. Tomatoes bring deep cellular repair and long-term prostate support. These aren't trends or superfoods with hype but no backing. They're simple, they're natural, and they work. You can find them at any grocery store. They're affordable, and they've already changed lives. Less discomfort, fewer bathroom trips, better sleep, more energy, a sense of confidence that grows quietly day by day. You don't have to do everything at once. Start with one, just one fruit, one choice, one habit. This isn't about treating symptoms. It's about protecting your body, empowering your future, and choosing to feel strong on your own terms. Dr. Thalo Marcos has helped hundreds of men through this journey from their 60s into their 80s and beyond. And it doesn't start with a prescription, it starts with what's on your plate. This is healthy Hues Wellness. This is the power of nature. Now go enjoy that apple, or maybe that avocado. Your body knows what to do with it.